Happy 4th of July here in America. 250-year anniversary. Whatevs. Isn't it interesting that today we pulled the Pleiades card? There's something about the Pleiades, and it's the 7 sisters. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. And they say this is the 7th month, but it's really the 5th month. Or it was in the Roman calendar. Did you know that? Google it. Google will tell you everything they want you to know. Everything they want you to know. Isn't it interesting how all these Sumerian tablet things are coming out now? But you know, for my collective, for you that have come onto my channel, that have found me, welcome and thank you for being here. We talk about all kinds of shit here, I feel like. And some of it's woo-woo and it's fucking crazy. I saw 101 and it's just whatever. But I'm hearing not for the faint of heart. You know, yesterday we spoke about that. I don't know, there is something about the Pleiades. There is something, I mean, like, I don't know, the great returning, right? The returning back to source. But you've always felt different. You know, so the other night when I was speaking with somebody, and it was a really hard day for me. I was grieving so hard. And, you know, I was just kind of telling him, like, you know, to dive into the darkness. Maybe I'm meant to stay in the darkness, you know. I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. Watch your ear holes. We're going to ring the bell in 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And we'll get rid of that. I don't know. I just 222. The Pleiades came out. There's a number 7. Deception and envy. Not for the faint of heart. What do you guys mean? What do you guys mean by that? Not for the faint of heart. Your journey is not for the faint of heart. 7-11. All right, so since we do in this realm right now, they call July the 7th month. So something about the 11th. I'm hearing the 11th of any month, but and another 1. Prosperity begins. That's 7 days from now, okay? So there's something to do with 7s. And on the 8th day, they withdrew. And there's a 7. So you got 7 bookends. Patience and planning. You had to get through all the deception and envy, right? To get to the patience and planning. You allowed these energies and these emotions to, I'm hearing, rock through you. Yeah, they were fucking hard, wasn't it? I went through the whole, I'm getting full body chills now. Need to be alone. You know, I don't want to be around people, the mass isolation. And I still feel that way, in a sense, you know? But it feels a little different today. It feels a little different today. Not so much of the loneliness feeling, but the reveling, the breathing into it. It's all part of the integrate. I mean, there's something with the energies, man. I mean, it's raining, storming here. Now it's quiet. But, you know, thunder was so bad. It's like thunder, lightning. So not for the faint of heart. So you know your journey here is different. You have a certain calling in you. And it's different than everyone else. Maybe in your dreams you're being shown this. Something lying in wait. Waiting for that activation. The Excalibur sword. Waiting for it to show itself to you. We got 7 and 4. There's that 7 again. 4, and that makes 11. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords in reverse. Something's come to a halt. You think it is, but you're saving the best for last. You're being saved for last. You're the secret agent. You work in both. There's no one like you. You were set apart. You were set apart. The duality of things. You're a beautiful contradiction. You're a sweet contradiction. You have the light, the dark, and all in between it. In realizing that it's all for a purpose. Wow. It's all for a purpose. Wow. Look at that. Let's have 3 cards on. Oh, we got 3 cards. Oh. Unchain or unbreak my heart. Look. The union, there's the union between God and yourself. The union between your soul and your human. The awakening, the having trouble of living in human existence now, because there's something inside of you and you can't put your finger on it, right? You can't explain how you know this knowledge. You just know, and it's not from books. It's that whole, Inky planted something, or however that went, to activating people. And that, I like that term. I like how they said that, because if it's not Inky, just say, Father. When we say Father, we're referring to something that's of a male gender. So that has to be a being that came to send, to put something in us, to wake us up. Because this life we're living now, is, yeah, thank you. They're like coming to a halt, but just like all the other times, all the other creations and civilizations, we're moving into a new civilization, and maybe we're being watched and judged to see who gets to go on to, that's way too many, see who gets to go on to peace on earth and who goes a different way. I don't know, but I do believe with every thing that I am, and it could all be part of the factory, it could all be part of the Truman Show, it always feels like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Something about the Pleiades, I don't know, man. It came from the stars. Oh man, look at how beautiful these are. All right, my daughter's calling. I love you guys. I gotta go, and may you have a blessed 4th of July, and just know that whatever you are, whatever's instilled in you, these activations that are going to be happening, they never said how many humans, but I would imagine from the past, there hasn't been that many. It always seems to go one way. And if it's the ones that are here, our wardens, our jailers, they control the narrative to a certain point. Well, then the illusions, it'll happen in the way that they say, in a sense. Does that make sense? Maybe. But our job is to break ourselves free from these illusions. And I don't know, something will activate in you, and for the time to come. Could be the creators of the new, I don't know. We don't know everything. We don't need to know everything, except to worry about where we're at now. Where are we now? Where's our attention going? Where's our focus? Are we still stuck in I don't know. If you know. Actually, I caught these. These were getting ready to go in reverse. So what about the Tower and the Queen of Cups? Victory over that. Victory. Coming out of your liminal space. Because it came out sideways. Coming out of the liminal space. Yeah. Small offers. Get out of your head. Or birds are significant. What were they called? The Apkalu or Epkalu or whatever. The 7 whatever from Anki. I can't remember what they're called now. I'd have to look it up. But they were portrayed as either being part fish, human and fish, or human with bird heads. So, you know, you have an infinity boots towards the water and birds. So I'm getting that's your sign. You know, the mermaid type shit. But then mermaids could also be symbolic to all kinds of things too. Look at that. Never alone, coming in 3s. You got 2 3s back to back. And you have 2 6s. So that's a bunch of 3s. And then you have the 4 of Wands and the King of Pentacles, the King of the Earth. So yeah, your journey is not for the faint of heart, and you know, it'll become more clear. But what do we do in the meanwhile while we're waiting for our I don't know. I feel like there's certain phases, as cycles, as cyclical things that we go through before each of these little activations. You've been feeling something coming. You've been feeling something coming. It has not arrived yet, but it's on its way. The sun has turned white. There's that cliff, top of the mountain, kid, you know? There's your Knight of Swords coming in. He's like, wait, let me go with you. Or let me save you. He's charging. Let me go with you. You're not meant to do this alone. You're a warder. Knights in white satin. Is that a white horse or a gray horse? Could be white. Interesting. So the Devil card came out. It's giving me that whole underworld thing again. And I just saw the sun and coming out and diving down and dragging these people out. You know, honey, hold my demons, but it ended up being something different. It ended up being able to pull them out. I just got a notification. Being able to pull them out. Yeah. Pulling them out of the underworld. Saving them for the last, I'm hearing battle. Whatever that means. All right. I love you guys. I got to go. Have a happy 4th of July. Or just a happy Saturday. Depending on where you're at. I love you. Namaste. Peace.